So display advertising is it's like mini billboards in a way. Okay, it's a flat two-dimensional photo picture and words for the most part, although it can also be what's called rich media, which involves not video necessarily, but animation. And for my money, rich media are the most creative and interesting ads on the internet. Uh, so display ads. Um, an example of a display ad is right here. It's the Consumer Reports ad on the HuffPost page, HuffPost, which I read every morning. Um, the IAB, the Interactive Advertising Bureau, standardized the sizes of banner ads. So an ad agency knows that there are only so many shapes that they have to design. Now the 728 by 90, this is a pixel. And actually the word pixel is a important word in interactive advertising. You might want to stop for a minute and look up the word pixel and look up the derivation of the word pixel. And I'm also going to remind you that when we talked about accountability and when I showed you the terrible ad campaign that ran for 1-800-Flowers and the Choice Media reservation confirmation email that I was involved in a couple of years ago. Remember, I put a page up which had a lot of boxes and it looked like a big Excel chart in a way. And the boxes, some of them were full with lots of letters and symbols and numbers code. And that those tags, which is what they're called, are actually copied and pasted into one pixel in the ad. And that those codes are, those tags track activity, they track clicks, etc. So pixel. So the size of the banners are also expressed in pixels. The first is the width, the second is the height. And here are some standard sizes per the IAB, the Interactive Advertising Bureau. And what you're supposed to think about here is a poster panel or a billboard. Okay, because they're very like it. As you're traveling through the internet, what used to be called the information superhighway, your journey is interrupted by these banners, and the banners need to grab and hold your attention and hopefully get you to click. So here, in conjunction with banners, um, I do want to talk about remarketing. So the data say that, as you can see here, only 2% of potential customers convert the first time they go to a website. So remarketing is set up to send ads subsequent to that first visit to the people who don't buy. So what you see here is that the owner of the shoe company, the shoes you didn't buy, puts a remarketing pixel on its website, and then this code places a cookie onto the new visitor's browser. The cookie allows the advertiser, as you can see, to track browsing habits and discover the optimum time to serve banner ads to those visitors subsequent to their visit to the visit to the shoe site. The sites that allow remarketing on their site get paid by the originating site, and here's a little example of it. All right, so the person looking at shoes on my site, she doesn't buy, she goes to the next site, and while that next page, the not your site page loads, the little cookie says, I almost bought shoes, and the site that's loading can choose to accept a bid from your site to put a shoe banner ad. Okay, shoe purchase. Person goes back to the shopping site, buys something, shopping cart buys something, and then the second site gets paid a percentage. Okay. And speaking of um, targeting, ways to reach an audience, this is a slide that from the Interactive Advertising Bureau, some training that I did this spring. You target by demographics, behavior. Now the behavior is the almost buying the shoes. Okay. Interests, what device the person's on, geography, time of day. These are ways to target. I'm showing you this because I've got behavior to help target, but I've also got some other characteristics that help target. So banners. Now I'm going to stop here and I'm going to insert a video that shows expanding and rich media ads. This is put together by a little agency based in New York called Coffee, and they're showing some of the rich media they've created. You'll see it on computer screens and you'll see it on phones. And rich media can be expensive to produce, number one, and expensive to run because oftentimes the ad takes over the whole page. So you're not just selling a few pixels here and there, you're selling the whole page. So it's expensive, but ask yourself, is it worth it? I think maybe sometimes it can be. So let me get my cursor. If I can find the damn thing. There we go. Okay.